All right, so first off, hey, just kind of tell me about your summer, your first kind of opportunity to kind of be in the rotation after that redshirt year, and what you've tried to, how you feel like you've done, and how far you've kind of come, and stuff like that.
I mean, it's been good. Obviously, it's, up and downs, but like I said last time, like when I took the red shirt, there were some things I wanted to work on, and I kind of set out a plan and goals that I wanted to reach, and then I'm on track. Obviously there's still some work to be done, but I think all the goals that I had are pretty much close to being accomplished.
You've gotten a lot bigger and stronger, over the last year or so. You look to me like you're playing that way too. A lot of times guys get bigger and stronger, but they don't play like they're big. You seem like you're kind of playing with a bit of a physical edge to you too. Is that fair to say?
I've always played that way. I don't know. I guess it's kind of, you play for so long, you develop some habits, and but for me, the main thing is being like fast and strong. If that makes sense. So like, I've fluctuated in weight a lot since I've been here. I think I'm like 225 right now, and to me that's like a really good spot because, like I said, I can be fast, I can run the break, I can play more of a guard position,
right?
But I can also make sure I'm strong and be able to kind of be that mismatch thing. What are you guys doing? Come on!
I'm making a spectacle of you again. That's what I do. So, one of the things that I think maybe sets you apart a little bit is your ability to score. Do you feel like that's an area where you can help Purdue this year?
For sure. That's kind of been, always, my thing, what I've been good at, and just being able to create those mismatch problems, which is really, like I said, mismatch offensive and defensively. I think I've gotten to a point where I can switch, 1 through 4, maybe even 5. Obviously, guarding Zach on 3-on-3 is really tough, but it definitely does prepare you, hopefully, for the season. So I'm just trying to be, obviously, the best me I can be.
What's your best offensive matchup right now? Is it going against smaller people and backing them down, or is it driving past or shooting over bigger guys?
I'd rather play against bigger people, personally, just because they don't double, so I can just score. Either I'm going to get an open shot or I can get an easy drop to the basket. And then even a lot of times, bigger guys, like, I'll even post them sometimes because they don't really know how to, like, move as well. I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain, but I'd rather play a bigger guy, but obviously if they're smaller, it's in my advantage as well. Just back them down if they double, pick to an open guy.
So can you be a bit of a small ball 5 too this year, maybe?
Hopefully, yeah, for sure. I mean, obviously, I don't know what the coach's game plan are. They haven't really told me about it. But the times that I've been in the rotations, obviously we're down a couple guys right now. But the times that I've been that kind of small ball 5, I've been able to, pick it up right away, kind of run the offense through the 5. Which is pretty cool.
What about transition when you get like a guard matching up with you and stuff? Do your eyes kind of light up in terms of being able to back them down or whatever?
Oh yeah. I mean, when we're running motion offense, I try to screen as many guards as possible, just so I can get that switch and dominate. I try to look for as many mismatches as possible because it only helps the team.
Now, it's obviously been a long time since you played in a basketball game. Having redshirted, just your eagerness level, I'd imagine, is pretty high.
Oh, it's super high. Yeah, it's super high. And this is the best that I've felt as well. Obviously, that 225 weight, but just like moving and motion and being comfortable with things, like this is by far the best I've felt, even when I was, practicing last year.
Right. What was your process like studying-wise last year? I mean, how did you kind of go about learning while you weren't necessarily, in the rotation or, when you were hurt, not even participating?
Just asking questions. Asking questions. That's all you can do. Just try to kind of expand your knowledge of the game and try to ingrain those, actions and thoughts, what the coach is saying in your mind. I mean, it's different. You can know as much as possible, but then when you get out there, like, first couple practices, I knew a lot of the stuff, but being able to do it immediately, being able to jump to the ball immediately, like in a split second, that was tough. But just the knowledge that I gained from last year, stuff I didn't know, that's a lot of what I picked up.
Who really helped you?
Really everybody. I mean, the seniors did last year. It just depends on what I needed to know. Obviously if it was more big guy stuff, I'd go to a big guy. Mason's actually helped me a lot this year with different things. I'm asking him what he's kind of seeing on the floor, and he's been helping me with that. I talk to Zach a lot. Like I just try to pick out things that I think certain guys are good at, or what certain guys see, and then ask them.
Did they always practice with the big guys, or did you start out with like the wings last year, or how is that?
I rotated more last year, I would say. As far as like at the end, the post perimeter, I rotated between the bigs and the guards a little bit more, but I try to mainly go, or he wants to mainly go with the guards now.
Oh, you're with the guards now?
Most of the time, yeah.
Okay.
Most of the time.
Just the last thing, obviously, this summer in practice was a little bit different because you guys had so many guys out. You had so many guys kind of coming and going. But was this summer, being that you were down some bodies, did this empower you at all? Coming out of your red shirt to really kind of step to the forefront a little bit. Caleb being out, especially with all those opportunities at the 4 and 5, things like that.
The question was, what empower me?
Did it empower you a little bit coming out of your red shirt? To be such a in the middle of everything now right away because you guys were down some bodies.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I don't know if it was because we were down as many guys as much as like last year. Like I came in hurt, I came in out of shape, I came in with. There were certain things that like I started the year off really bad, and that's what Coach Painter and I talked about a lot. Like, right now, I was just able to start the year off in a good spot, combined with all the knowledge that I gained from last year. So I think that was kind of. That's been a big deal for me. Right. And so these next 2 weeks, it's the same thing. Just kind of building, just one stone at a time.